Hey guys, Velocitea here. So today I've got kind of a rant, kind of a I need to get this off my chest kind of video. So I'm not sure what I'm going to put in the background. I know what I'm going to put in the background. I don't know if it's going to be a full match or just clips. I know I am going to put some messages up, so you'll see that. Basically, whatever you're watching is going to be relevant to this commentary. And this commentary, I really wish I could have done this earlier, but I just didn't have time. Now I don't want it to seem like I'm rehashing old stuff. The fact is, I'm not going to let something go when you come and kind of personally attack me and my friends. Maybe attack's too strong a word. Just be annoying to, even. So a couple weeks ago, Deus and I, we uploaded our very first dual point of view, dual commentary video, and it was a really special video to the two of us. Those of you who know us know we've been friends for over a year at this point, I think. So I'm not gonna, go into why. You can only imagine why a video like that would be special to the two of us. And that video was about me and him and our friends who were in that video. It was about making something together, having a little project to do together. So that's what it was. And the people on the opposing team featured in that video decided to make that about them. And I don't know if this is applicable to the entire team, because there's really just one person who decided to send us what eventually became hate/rage mail. But yeah, so in that video, we fully acknowledged that it wasn't a fair match. Deus asked me in the commentary, you guys can go watch it. He asked me, Velo, would you consider this a competitive game? And I said, no, Deus, I don't, because it's 3v4. At the very most, it's semi-competitive. And the two of us have been in that outnumbered position more times than I can count. So we fully acknowledge and understand that that is not a fair position for a team to be in when they're outnumbered. So we acknowledge that right away, and one of the main concerns about that person who started to leave Deus what eventually became hate mail in his video was, I demand a fair 4v4 rematch. Kid, you seem to have forgotten that we played a bunch of matches with you afterwards, which were 4v4, and your idea of fair turned into 3-man defending circle camping with guns. And yes, we have one teammate, Neji, who uses gun, but she's not like she's one of the rare people who I don't mind using gun, because she doesn't just bust it out as soon as it's off cooldown. She uses it in a smart way, and I think one of the main reasons she uses it is because she's normally used to defending solo. So yeah, but that's just one person, and we don't have 3 people sitting in the circle knifing the living shit out of a person as soon as they run in. So yeah, that was their idea of fair. Whatever. We played a bunch of matches with them. They won one, we drew all the rest. So that's probably what you're watching in the background. But then, he proceeds to then call Deus chicken shit for not wanting to scrim with him. And then when Deus tells him to get the fuck off his channel, he comes to me and my Twitter and starts, just leaving me a stream, none of which are I can't see anymore because I blocked him after I think like 5 or 10 of those. I don't know. He started saying the same thing. It's like, oh, I demand you scrim with me in a fair match, blah 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 blah. And then when that failed, he first of all started then making personal attacks to me, which I'll come to in a second. And then he runs to his clan leader, who then goes ahead and sends me a message saying, I'm the clan leader of this clan, I demand you, do a fair 4-man rematch unless you're chicken shit. Okay, so I'm going to spend my precious time rematching you, who is personally insulting me and my friends. Yeah. And I say precious time. Let me just give you a snippet of my life in these next 2 weeks. So those of you who know me know I'm a second going into third year PhD student. I'm not gonna, if you don't know what a PhD involves, I'm not gonna go into it. You can Google that. It is extremely intensive, both mentally and physically. Like the hours I work, it's just ridiculous sometimes. I have, and my qualifying exam coming up on the 30th of July. What that entails is me giving a presentation of my project and then sitting in a room being grilled by 4 or 5 professors for about an hour about the theory, the techniques, whatever. So that's one thing. And right after that, days after that, I have to submit an NIH fellowship for a grant, which also is extremely stressful and wearing. And immediately after that, I'm moving. And those of you who have moved in the past, it is stressful. So I can only imagine these people insisting I scrim with them and have no concept of what a real life is. So they're probably just children, which that it is what it is, but some of us have lives. And Deus too, I know he's moving soon, and he's also at work most days of the week. So, and when we do have some free time, I don't know about you guys, but I'm either eating or sleeping, and if I'm playing AC, I want to be relaxed, and my PlayStation is fucked as it is. That's another story. So anyway, when, it came down to the fact that he kept getting a no, I'm not going to waste my fucking time scrimming with you and your fucking clan, he goes ahead and calls us tryhards, and then starts coming at me personally with things that I've said to him. And that's when it kind of clicked that, oh, I totally understand now why he's so butthurt. It's because I kept deleting him from my PSN. The fact is, I met him through another friend. He was an acquaintance of another friend, and I added him on my friends list just because it's easier to, when you're grouping up, to do group invites on AC3, as most of you guys know. And then after a while, I deleted him, and that's for a couple of reasons. One of them being, my friends list is fucking glitchy as it is, which I've mentioned many times, and I am gonna delete people who I have no plans on playing with in the future because I either just don't like them or whatever. I don't need to explain myself. So, and then also another huge reason for me, and it sounds a little embarrassing to say, but I'm going to tell you guys, it's because he has the same name as my ex, and I did not want to keep seeing that popping up on my friends list. It was really irritating to me, and those of you who know me personally know how hard this whole breakup has been for me. It has been really difficult, and the last thing I need is to see his name on my screen popping up every few minutes or seconds or whatever. So I deleted him. And then he started saying, oh, you're the same name as your ex, you're just using that as an excuse. What the fuck? Do you seriously think, first of all, it's true, not that I should have to explain myself, but second, more importantly, who the fuck do you think you are that I need an excuse to delete you from my friends list apart from the reason that I don't want you on my friends list? Who the fuck do you think you are? So, yeah, that is my biggest beef with this person, that they took something that was personal, this video that was about me and Deus, it was special to the two of us, and he went ahead and made it about him and his clan and how we're trying to start shit with them, because that's totally what I do. I start shit with clans. No. I have never... There are plenty of clans and plenty of people who I don't like, but I have never made a video about them unless in some way, shape, or form I felt offended, or my friends have felt offended by them first. So that's just how it is. And yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say. If you guys have anything to say, please leave a comment in the comment section below. And kid, I can only imagine the reason you're so butthurt I deleted you off my friends list is because you wanted your 15 minutes of fame. So here you go. Here it is. Enjoy it while it lasts. And I'll see you guys later.
So we're backing out.